congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Performing tonight, new record on the way.
Yes.
How does a show, like playing a show like this, like a showcase with so many different artists, different from playing a show of your own?
I mean, it's really exciting to play on a showcase because you get to see a bunch of artists you don't normally get to see. And we most recently discovered Scott Hellman, and so I'm really excited to see him. And we're big fans of X Ambassadors, so it's really exciting to be sharing the bill with so many people. And we haven't toured in 18 months, so we've been sort of off the beaten path a bit, in our creative world, making things all on our own. So we're jumping in. This is only our third show back, so it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Right. So I was going to say, actually, that, first show, one of your first shows in 18 months, like, what's been the craziest thing of, like, getting back on stage and feeling that rush again? Is it just, like, riding a bike, or is it just, like, a whole different experience every time?
It seems like no matter how much time we take off, that once you get into the middle of the show, it is like riding a bike. It all comes back to you. But I think that as we get older and we've had so many, crazy experiences, one thing I just feel more than ever is I just don't take for granted that we still have an audience, that we still have this buzz, that we still have this excitement around a record. And it almost feels like these shows have more importance to them, because I think that in a weird way, there's a newfound excitement about the sound of the band, and that almost makes it feel like the beginning of the career. Like, it's not just like, oh, this is another record. It almost feels like we're starting from, I don't know, the beginning, like from scratch. And so every time I see people responding to the new material or the new arrangements, to Tegan's dance moves, whatever it is, I'm like, oh, thank God, like, this is so cool, like, I'm glad they like us. And after so many years, it's actually sort of refreshing to feel like you're young and new again or something.
Absolutely, and especially like after doing something as crazy as the Oscars, to come back to doing shows like this, like, is that just wild? Like, is that rehearsal process and everything, like, getting back up there, is it just like a really crazy thrill now and everything?
Absolutely. I think the thing that Sarah and I count ourselves lucky most for is the fact that we do have this incredible audience, but nestled right underneath that is the fact that, like, there is something very natural for us about being on stage, and even though we have nerves when we get out there, we do tend to relax right away and have no problem entertaining. I will say that the Oscars was not something that came naturally and was probably the most anxiety-inducing thing we've ever done. But they are such a well-oiled machine that I never lost faith that we would get through it. But I will say that was kind of like the last thing we did, and getting back up on this stage tonight will probably be considerably less difficult and anxiety-inducing. But we're so happy that we have those experiences, because I think it tests us as artists and people, and it helps us evolve and grow as artists. So if we never get to dance on stage with 30 other people, The Lonely Island, and a possum, we'll have done it, and that's good.
It's true. Less Jennifer Aniston to focus on, but it still all works.
We would really like to be in a room with Jennifer Aniston and Oprah again soon, though. I will say that.
Yeah, true. It's like a Oscars and just make it all work. But I have to ask, you guys have a new record coming out. You guys already have 3 videos out. Is this basically like your version of Lemonade? Like, you're just like throwing out like all these videos out there, and they're all awesome, like animated with dogs. Like, there's lots of different stuff going on.
It's definitely not our attempt at doing Lemonade. I mean, that's like a whole movie and narrative. Unfortunately, ours is a slightly less extravagant, but it was our attempt to give visual, creative control to artists that we admire, people that we really think are cool. And it's an opportunity for some heat to be on some songs that maybe won't get as much attention as the singles, especially as we get deeper into the record. I think we're not going to release everything right away, but as we get deeper into the record cycle, I think it'll be really nice to have video content that highlights some of the album's deep cuts, as they call them. Those are songs that are super important to us, and sometimes they provide like a texture to the album that people don't, especially in this day and age, know, because they're only getting 1 or 2 songs. So we're hoping that the videos will excite people, and they'll make them want to look deeper into the record.
Like, already you're getting such great feedback, and all the blogs are writing about them. So
it's so fun.
Yeah,
we love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I had to ask you guys also, is there a chance of you guys appearing in Popstar? Or is that going to happen? The Lonely Island connection kind of stops?
I actually just saw Popstar, and sadly we're not in it, but I can say that it is fantastic and very funny.
And a little bit Bieber inspired, maybe.
Maybe. I think it's actually got a lot of the biggest stars and like all of that sort of crazy, hyperbolic, like all those stereotypes and all those cliches, and it's really done tastefully and very fun.
Wait.
Yeah.
And then lastly, since it's the iHeartRadio Fan Fest, just wondering what kind of, if there's an earworm in your ear, that you guys love to listen to, or what's your biggest earworm right now?
Oh man. Well, I love that new Drake song. What the hell? Well, I keep forgetting what it's called.
She's such a big fan.
No, I just heard it.
Isn't it like No Feels or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Ariana Grande's new single's awesome.
Oh my God, Dangerous Woman is so good. I love that. I love the new Churches record. I think.
Cake by the Ocean. We keep hearing that all the time. Shawn Mendes, like Canadian guy. I hear that Stitches song everywhere. I want to cry every time I listen to it. I love that.
Yeah, so much good music right now.
Bieber's great. We loved his record this year. There's been a lot of like big Canadian stuff too, like with The Weeknd.
Alessia Cara.
Yeah,
huge
so
fans.
good.
Yeah.
We love seeing Canadians down in the States. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's the best. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks so much.